My name is Cameron Roberts-Capak, and I did my presentation on the conflict between seals and fisheries on Cape Cod. So, for the introduction, after the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972 and after state protection laws, seal populations on Cape Cod have since rebounded. And with an increase in seals, there also has been an increase in their consumption of fish, which is part of the conflict with fisheries. And great success has been achieved for conservation efforts. And now the question stands whether seals are adversely impacting or actually helping local Cape fisheries and ecosystems. So fishermen believe that they have been competing with seals. Fishermen and other locals, they want to modify the law. And there's also reasons on the other side why seals are important too. So some common misconceptions. They believe an annual culling is urgent. Plummeting Cape fisheries is to blame of the seals. Seals are ruining Cape Cod. There's an explosion of seals, and seals are taking over Cape Cod basically. And then now some research on seals. Large predators are important for a healthy ecosystem. And in Dr. Dre's one of her lectures, she mentioned how seals maintain predatory fish stocks such as mackerel and herring because those fish actually feed on the fish eggs of cod. And so by seals help regulating the predatory fish stocks, they're actually helping the fragile cod stocks in the end. And it's also seen that gray seals have helped regulate the hake populations, and it's been seen when there's a higher population of hake, the codfish don't do well with them. And seals are vital to the ecosystem. They help balance out the trophic levels of the food web. So some seal population data. Top graph I got from NOAA, and this is on harbor seal population. You can just see the gradual increase from 1980 to around 2005. The bottom graph is from our Changing Baselines article, and it's just showing the exponential growth of gray seal pups from 1990 to 2010. And we can see that exponential growth equals conservation success. And in a 2015 beach count on Cape Cod, there was over 15,000 gray seals spotted compared to decades ago when they were nearly extinct and you would barely even observe any. And on Monomoy Island on Cape Cod, 9 gray seal pups were only spotted in 1990 compared to over 1,000 in 2019. So some economic drivers of Cape Cod are local fisheries, and another thing that's been seen is rising seal tourism. Ecological driver is a seal contribution to the marine ecosystem, and they help maintain the ecosystem by regulating different fish stocks. And some pressures for this conflict is an increase in media attention between sharks and fisheries caused from the connection of seals, and locals are being influenced by this media to be scared of the sharks and the impacts that are happening to the fisheries. So they're believing that we should be killing seals also to get rid of this problem. So why should we care? This conflict is right in our backyard, especially us at Mass Maritime. And if locals have a say in the outcome of what happens to this conflict, I believe that they should be more educated on the research on why seals are actually important and why they should be needed. We need more research. Removing seals could remove a vital piece of our marine ecosystem. And seals are helping local fisheries after all. And seals are important. They're sentinels of our ocean. They tell us what's going on with the ocean and how healthy it is. And that's something that we shouldn't want to remove. Some recommendations. Fishermen want bounties on seals as they had in the past in Maine and around New England. We need to understand the ecology and new abundance of these populations. We definitely need to educate and encourage the public. And the public should be proud of this great conservation success because it's uncommon for a species to become almost extinct and then have their populations rebound this so greatly. And again, we need more research. And lastly, scientists and fishermen need to team up more readily and work on solving the conflict together rather than working against each other. So, in conclusion, this issue has escalated over the years, and to shortly resolve this issue, we can do this by using more research, advancing fishing equipment, and having a better understanding. And for the time being, we just need to coexist. And this is my literature cited.